The internet. We all use it, we all know it. But how well? Today, me and my group are going to speak to you guys about the various uses of the internet. And why not start at information, the most common use. Dan's going to talk to you about that.
Okay, information. We all know that the internet is a great place to find information of all sorts, anything from medical questions, WebMD, I'm sure you guys have heard of it, and news sites, things of that nature. And today we're going to get into information before the internet. And prior to the internet, a lot of information was, you could only access it at the library. And many people relied on TV and newspaper and periodicals for their weather and whatnot. And the internet basically made information more accessible and more convenient for people. For students and scholars and faculty at colleges and high schools everywhere, the internet is really an invaluable tool that they can research and post grades and all things like that. Next, we're going to go into how the internet makes information more readily available. I want to tell a story here in a minute about this, but think of all the information available to us, just like I said earlier. You have a myriad worth. It's just a click away. All you got to do is go on Google, search something. I think my favorite feature about the internet is that I travel a lot with my job, and a lot of times we don't know where we're going or where to go eat. Things like that. I can get on there and search a good restaurant in the area and what places to avoid and whatnot. So it really is a great tool, especially for travel. Another great thing about it is prior to the internet, it really increases your ease of life because like I remember looking up movie times before. You'd have to go in the newspaper or call them up. It's kind of a hassle. Now you can just go online, go on like a site such as Fandango and look up your movie time. You can even order your tickets. So all you got to do is avoid the line and go ahead and grab your tickets from the theater. So it really is a great tool. Also, you can search for anything from medical stuff to, again, research material as well. Next, we're going to get into the common types of information. And next, we're going to pass it off to Chase. He's going to elaborate more in detail on the types of information.
As Dan said, I'm going to talk about the common types. And I'm going to give you scenarios for each one of them and why you'd use them. First, I want to talk about news sites. Alright, Sunday morning, you wake up. It's about 8 o'clock. You want to go to the beach today, but you're not sure how the weather's going to turn out. Instead of sitting around watching TV until the weather comes on, you can just hop on the computer, type in the weather, bam, news sites pop up. You can find all the information you need right there. It takes about a minute, 30 seconds. By the time you would have watched the weather, you're at the beach already. Wonderful. Nice sunny day, get a tan, chill out. Next one, ebooks. Alright, here we go. Everybody, envision this. It's the middle of the night. You're in bed. You're reading your book. Your nice leisure book. You just finished. Wow, what a great story. It's about 1 in the morning. You get up out of bed, go to your bookshelf, put the book back on your bookshelf. As soon as that book goes on your bookshelf just collapsed. It can't take all the books on there. You just piled way too many books on it. And all that information is great. It's great to read. Why not put it on your phone? It takes up so less space and you could avoid a catastrophe like that. Next, I want to talk about online encyclopedias. You and your friend get into an argument. You're arguing over how many home runs Babe Ruth did. Friend says it's 712, you say it's 714. Neither of you know for sure. So instead of going to the library, checking out a book on Babe Ruth, looking through the whole book to find the information you need, you can just go online, find an online encyclopedia, solve. 10 seconds. You and your friend don't have to fight anymore. Get back to getting along. Blogs. Blogs are a group of writers or a single writer that put their opinions out on certain topics. You don't know the area. You have no idea where to go. And you don't want to get stuck at an expensive restaurant with mediocre food. So you go online, check out the local blogs, and you find the best spot to go eat. Family enjoys the whole vacation, wonderful time, great vacation, best time of your life, all due to blogs. I also want to talk about the exchange of information, which is considered communication, but Danielle's going to take over from here.
Hi everybody, so communication. There are 3 common types of communication: email, instant messaging, and social networking sites. Email was created in 1965. It's used to exchange digital messages between 2 or more people, and over time it's really become the primary source of communication over the internet, but as it has evolved, a quicker way was invented. Instant messaging is by far the fastest way to communicate with other people. Unlike email though, it requires all of its users to be online at the same time, so that's a little more of a hassle. It's commonly used on sites like Skype and Facebook, though the main sites are MSN, Yahoo. That's mostly, instant messaging, but now you can use it on all of your social networking sites. Social networking. Skype was created in 2003 as a way for peers to communicate with each other via voice, video, and instant messaging. Users can voice chat, meaning telephone calls between 2 people, or conference calls between multiple people, which is also pretty good for businesses and meetings. You can video chat using unique features like screen sharing, which allows you to see the screen of the person that you're chatting with. So say you have a picture that you want to see that's on your other person's screen, they just screen share with you and you can see everything that's on there, which is pretty cool. Facebook was created in 2004, and it was originally used for connecting U.S. college students, but as you know, over time, millions and millions of people began using it. Actually, as of 2011, there's 500 million people actively using Facebook. So in 2008, it bypassed MySpace as the leading social networking site in the world. They actually have some new unique features like checking in. I don't know if you guys use that, but basically if you're out on the go and you're at maybe a really cool restaurant or something like that, you just go to your status update and you can search through all of the locations and you can check in at that location so everybody knows where you are and what you're doing. And also the newest one is Timeline, which some people don't like, but I think it's really interesting. And it's basically your profile page, but behind your actual profile picture, there's a bigger picture which is supposed to, describe you or describe, what you're about. And it's really a timeline. You can go through all of the years that you've been on Facebook, and you can see all of the old status updates that you've done. So it's actually a lot easier than scrolling through years and years, of information. In 2010, Skype and Facebook integrated with each other, and now Skype users can directly connect with their Facebook friends on their Skype, and you can instant message them or you can video chat them, so it's actually it's easier. Because usually on Skype you have your certain contacts that you've added, but now you can go to a different button and click on all your Facebook friends and you can talk with them. Actually, over the years, communication is really, like social networking, it's become a form of entertainment for most people. So Tom's going to talk to you about that.
Alright, as you just went over, the main social networking sites like Facebook, MySpace, and even Tumblr, you can use those for entertainment as well. Like when your friends post funny pictures on it and stuff like that, you can also play flash games on Facebook. I'll get into that later. And there are certain users on Facebook, like certain users from different websites or organizations, like even I had metal bands where they just put funny pictures up on Facebook. Look at those for a laugh. But speaking of funny pictures, I'm going to go into image boards. Image boards, you have 4chan, Tumblr, Reddit, and Imgur. Those are all the most famous image boards. If you want to look up a funny picture and maybe be safe from everything weird, go to Imgur. The rest of the sites are not for the faint of heart. Tumblr is a little bit better than 4chan and Reddit because more people use it. Continued. Alright, we have internet memes. What's a meme? A meme is an idea or a style that is spread through a culture. The only thing that makes these different is that they spread through the internet, which is a lot faster than normal. Here are some pictures of internet memes. You'd be able to find these on any of those image board sites you went to. You can see the whole culture thing, like we have the new Batman movie and the Olympics happening right there. The whole American thing where Chuck Norris is indestructible, and Dos Equis commercials. Alright, I'm gonna move on into games. The most common types of games people play on the internet, or I should say the second most common, are MMOs. MMOs stands for anything that you play with like a ton of other people online. You have World of Warcraft, League of Legends, RuneScape, Terra, Guild Wars, all those nerdy games, which cool people play on occasion. Basically, some of those games you have to pay a monthly subscription for, like World of Warcraft. Others, like RuneScape, you can play it for free, but you will have to pay a monthly subscription and you'll get extra user privileges, but it's mostly for free. And then there are others like League of Legends, which are completely free unless you go to the online store and buy stuff for the game. Alright, the other part of games, which is you can have MMOs like that for all ages. From elementary school level, yes, there is a Disney Princess MMO. And Counter-Strike. So, the thing about these is you don't just have to play those on the computer. You can play them on like an Xbox or something. Like, you could consider Call of Duty an MMO. But all that kind of stuff, since it's based on the internet, connecting to other people. Alright, the other type of game I'm going to get to is Flash games. Flash games are the most common games. You can find a lot of them on sites like Newgrounds. That's the most famous site for Flash games that I know of. But from Newgrounds, you can go to other Flash game sites. They host stuff from other sites on Newgrounds. Flash games are like Angry Birds, Happy Wheels, Farmville, anything like that that you need Adobe Flash Player to play. You can play Angry Birds on your phone, and probably only your phone. Farmville you can find on Facebook. That's one of those Facebook games. Happy Wheels has its own website that you go to find the game, and there are so many more. Alright, now you want to watch something video. Alright, you have Netflix, YouTube, and Hulu. Those are your main choices for watching a video or a movie on the internet. If you want to watch full movies, go to Netflix. If you try to watch a full movie on YouTube, it'll be either slightly illegal or in multiple parts. Alright. So basically, if you really want to watch a video, I would suggest going to Netflix, paying the monthly subscription. You'll get so much out of it, even if it's a monthly subscription. I know I can't live without Netflix. Alright, I'm going to wrap this up with music. You have your basic music sites where you can go to download music. You have iTunes, Rhapsody, the Zune store. Rhapsody and Zune, you pay a monthly subscription, but you can listen to the music for free. Download, you have to pay a little bit extra to download them. iTunes, you can only listen to samples, and you have to pay to download. So it's just like Rhapsody and Zune, but you can only listen to samples, and you don't have a monthly subscription. I'm going to give you a warning. You can listen to music on YouTube in some instances. If you see a download link on YouTube, it's probably legal. If you find something on iTunes and you don't feel like buying it, so you go to YouTube and see the new Linkin Park album for free on something like Mega Upload, Pirate Bay, Ahoy.com, and you go through all the steps to download it, then you'll have one or two things. One, you will probably become a net pirate, and two, you might have a virus. Not a lot of those sites are really reliable. Spotify is another good place to listen to music for free. Alright, the next part I'm going to get to is online radio. You have places like Pandora and Radio Tuna, and there are some others. But basically what you do is you go in, you select an artist, a genre, or a song. You put that up, and then it will start going through stuff that's related to it after it finishes up with whatever song you want it to do specifically. And you'll have all these different things related to it. You can narrow it down if you know how to go through it. Alright, you don't just need to use the internet for like Facebooking and stuff. You can use it to educate yourself, and Dan is going to cover that part.
Education. It's hard to argue that your education is not one of the most valuable things you will ever possess. We're going to get into how the internet changed education. A little bit of background on internet education and online classes and whatnot is that online education is now a $34 billion industry. The nice thing about internet education as well is that it's opening doors to a lot of people. A main group that has been expanded over the last couple of years is people over the age of 26, and also is younger people, such as kindergarten through 12th grade, that they are now online users and they're actually taking classes online. Another fact, 93% of students research online as opposed to using the library. That's a pretty significant fact considering you look 10 years ago, even a lot of people use the library more than the internet. So, but with every good, there's also a lot of bad plagiarism. We have all heard about it. We even did some plagiarism type studying in this class. And like how I said, there's a lot of good and then there's some bad is because you can go online and there's sites where you can purchase a paper that somebody else has written, put your own name on it, and then submit it. So you definitely want to watch out for that if you're doing something academic-wise. Next we're going to get into distance learning and online classrooms. Everybody knows what Angel is, we all use it. Just think about what people at BCC had to do before we had Angel, and actually before any online type resource like that. You had to go to your professor, ask him what my grade was, or overall, or if you bombed a test, you had to ask him, hey, is it still possible for me to even pass this class? So it is a great tool. Recent studies showed that 32% of students enrolled in college take at least one online course. I say that's pretty true, and I'm sure some of you have probably taken online courses in here as well. Another thing that's kind of not on the slide is that it is estimated that by 2019 that 50% of all classes taught in college will be delivered online as opposed to in residence. Next we're going to get into the uses and effectiveness of social media in education. Recent surveys show that 90% of college faculty are using social media. That's definitely a true fact. I mean, you look at our own class, Dr. J has had us look at YouTube videos. A lot of professors might even have their students post on a social media site and as part of their grade. So it's definitely becoming more prevalent in the classroom. Again, 8 out of 10 professors have used YouTube or some form of social media in their classroom. They also use it to communicate with students, such as, friending your professor on Facebook. So that's another use for it. Another thing, how Tommy mentioned music earlier and iTunes, it also has an academic quality, and that is iTunes U. The great thing about iTunes U is you can access over 350,000 college lectures, and 800 universities post information on there. So you can view these for free, and the great thing is you can view a lot of academic material, and from such prestigious universities as Yale, Harvard, and Stanford all post a lot of stuff on there. And then another use is Facebook, not only for communicating with students, but also for, there's an app that actually was, I think it was the London University built it, and you can pretty much complete your entire MBA program through an app on Facebook, which I thought was actually pretty cool. So, alright, next we're going to get into business. Business is important, we all can agree. After you become educated, you're going to want to get a job, and that's most likely going to be in the business world. So Chase is going to come up and tell you more about that.
Okay, like Dan said, you just got your whole education, you went online, took all your necessary classes, you're ready to enter the business world. You want to open your own business. Years ago, you would have to go in and lease a building, maybe an office building, whatever you need to do to base your business out of. That would cost you about $300 a month minimum. $300 a month, you're getting a good deal to run out the building. But now, with the internet, you can base your business online and work from home. You can pay $300 for the whole year. That's a lot, really, for internet. Paying $300 per year versus $300 every month, that's a pretty good deal. Lots of businesses are doing that, and they're making tons more money. Business is based online. Online is the future of business. Pretty soon, all businesses are going to be working through the internet. Even today, pretty much any business you can think of has a website. Go ahead, go home, check it out. Think of any business. They have a website, I can guarantee it. Walmart, Target, PetSmart, Macy's, all of them. You can go shop online from your home. You don't even have to go to the store. What happens is when businesses put out products, people buy them. And they send you the money online. You can get money through PayPal. All of you have heard of PayPal. There's lots of online banking done too. you can do all your checking, all your taxes, all your banking from the internet. Billions, maybe even trillions of dollars are sent through the internet. Also, stocks are traded through the internet. Lots of people trade stocks. You can trade stocks as low as $7 a share on the internet nowadays. That's really good because, for example, my dad he has a broker for his stocks. He just sold at Home Depot and those stocks. He paid the broker $300 to press a button. Online, you can do it yourself for $7. That's a lot of money you're saving there. That's all due to the internet. There are also lots of individual businesses done on the internet. Individuals can go on the internet now and sell their own things. Like let's say Dr. J gets tired of that video camera he's got there and he wants to go get a new one. He can take it online, put it on eBay, post it himself, and sell it and make money right there through PayPal. People will buy anything off the internet. It's just up to you to put it out there and make the money that is available for you. It's a really, really, really wonderful thing. Like I said, people are putting products out on the internet nowadays. Everyone's putting products out. And people love to buy these products. And just like you can put them out from home, people can buy them from home nowadays. And Pat's going to talk to you about online shopping.
Everybody loves to shop, even guys. Like, come on, you can buy car parts, whatever you like, video cameras if you're shopping day there. But shopping is always an important part of everybody's life. Let's see here. The history of online shopping. It started with the Pizza Hut Create Your Own Pizza online. It was 1994. The internet shopping realm hasn't really started yet. And they decided you can buy pizza online and then we'll deliver it to you without even having to call or go there yourself. And then after that, a German company called Intershop created the first actual online store. It was, you could buy, back in those days, you could buy cigarettes there, you could buy clothing, anything else you needed to live like every day. That started a massive boom, and that created over 2 million online shopping websites that making about $142.5 billion each year in revenue, in just online alone, which is only about 8% of the world revenue for shopping. In the future, everything's going to be online. There won't be like a Walmart you go down the street to because shipping will get faster and you just go there and online and order all your stuff. You'll never have to leave your house. And it's right now it's at 8%, and by the year 2012 it's estimated that it will climb to 20% of the market. And then by the year 2050 it's going to be 50, and then so on and so forth. There are a lot of online websites. The major ones are Amazon, which was created in 1995, eBay, which is 1996, Overstock, which is 1997, and Craigslist, which was also 1995. Amazon is it's a place where many companies can go and sell their product. Also, they can bid on their things. So it's not like individuals selling things, but it's companies selling things. You can go there and like buy a DVD or a Blu-ray or something, but you'll get it new or from a company that refurbished it, and it's not from like average Joe down the street. eBay is a place where everybody can sell things. Like you and me, I've sold stuff on eBay. I'm pretty sure many of you have bought stuff from eBay. Like if you have a collector's card or anything from baseball or like old stroller or anything like that, you can put it up on eBay, sell it for however much you would like, and eBay takes a small percentage of it, and then Overstock is a place where manufacturers that make too much stuff, they send it to Overstock, where they sell it for a lot cheaper than you normally get in like stores, or if they make too much, that's where they go. And Craigslist, I consider it like choose what you like, and then you go meet the person, and then you can trade with them, or buy it if they don't want to trade. Story about Craigslist is a few years ago I was looking for like an N64 because mine broke, and I was like, I don't want to go buy like a new one because this was a long time ago. And so I found a guy on Craigslist that lived like 3 doors down that was selling his for like half the price of it is new. And it was perfectly good, so I got that for like half off. And then there's several benefits of shopping online. Let's see, first is the ease of use. You don't have to leave your house, you just get to sit down, you can see everything in the world, basically. Just about everything in the world you can buy online. Yeah, you never leave the house. You can buy straight from the manufacturer, meaning it's like just off the assembly line. It hasn't been sitting in a warehouse for like 6 months. Don't know what happened to it. Could break like that. And you can find a lot more than the local area because you can search the whole world. And shipping is normally fast. Yeah, they normally have, most websites have like you pay like $10 a month and then you can get anything you want shipped to you, and it's normally like a day or 2 days. And then there's cons of shopping online. One, you can't really inspect the thing you're buying until it's there, so it's kind of hard, because if you're looking for like a certain thing in a certain condition, you can't just like pick it up and look at it and then like put it down if you don't like it. And then also due to the shipping, some things get broken, and it's a pain and to send it back and get it sent back to you. You don't really know the people you're buying from, like if you're on Craigslist or eBay, so they could be a president of a corporation, or they could be like a drug dealer down the street and back alley kind of thing. But for those, I would recommend you do it in a well-known place, like a park where there's lots of people around, or like in a parking lot of a major store or something like that. And the biggest problem with online shopping is scams. Scams and identity theft last year there were 3.4 million people that got their identity stolen online, but that was a pretty high year because we had a lot of hackers last year. I don't know why. But that was still only 98% of the people did not get scammed or identity theft, so that's good. Okay, and for our conclusion, the internet is a very wide and educational spot. You can run a business, you can shop online, you can listen to music, entertainment, or you can do social networking, whatever fancies you. It's ever expanding, and it's going to stick around for a long time. It's not like newspaper or something that's going to die out in the next few years, because that's what things evolve into. It's in the internet. Everybody wants to be connected all the time. So as a little treat, I decided to get a little something for us, because it would be fun without getting a little snack or something for our class. So I bought something online from Amazon.com. It shipped in 2 days. Oops. Okay. And so I got Pocky from everybody. It's a chocolate treat. It's like a little cracker in the center, and it's pretty good tasting. So after this, you can all come up and get some. Thank you.